Hey everyone, I'm going to teach you how to make a smoke text. We'll start off in Photoshop, open up Photoshop, and we'll go into New, and we'll open up a new project, having your pixels with height, about 300 resolution. Background, we're going to make it our background color, which is going to be black, and we're going to hit OK. It's going to pull up a new project for you. With this project, we're going to do something simple. We're going to go with a smoke text. The smoke text will give that weird, airy kind of feel. Go over to our text tool. We'll start off, we'll do something quick. We'll go with smoke, since smoke is what we're going to go for. S-M-O-K-E. And we're going to click OK on that. A little check mark up at the top, copy. And we're going to move it over so it's more centered into our project. When we have it centered, we can go back in, we can change it around, we can make it smaller, we can make it bigger, we can change around with the different font types. And we're going to keep that centered, and then we're going to go into our filters. We're going to go down to, you have distort and blur, all different things. We're going to go up to our blur. We're going to go over into a motion blur. It's going to pop up this little message, just hit OK. With this, you're going to have different angles. We're going to go with a 90-degree angle with about 40 pixels. You can click on preview and see the difference in the text. While we do that, you can see it's getting a little bit more smoky. We're going to go back into our filters. We're going to go into distort, and we're going to make a wave. On our wave, we're going to change around our generators. We're going to keep our wavelength. We're going to change it to 10 and 545 is maximum. Our amplitude, we're going to go 5, maximum of 35. Play around with the type. We like the wave, make it okay. And you see now it's got more of a little squiggle to it, giving it more of a smoke illusion, if you will. And we're going to change it a little bit more. We're going to go into our blur again, and we're going to apply a Gaussian blur. Gaussian blur, I have it set at 10. You can change it around, make it more of a blur. You can see the greater it is, the more blurred it is. You can clean it up a little bit. You can make it less than a blur. We're going to keep it with a good 10 pixels. At the 10, it gives it a nice little vision to it. And we're going to hit OK. Looking pretty cool so far. What do you guys think? I like it. Let's add some more to it. We're going to add a new layer in here. We're going to do some clouds, different background, add some more texture into it. Nope, we're not going to click out of the box. We're going to go ahead and start with a new layer. And with this layer, we're going to make this our brushes layer. And you can download these brushes. I'll tell you here in a little bit how to do that. We're going to go ahead and go to qbrushes.com. There you can download a whole bunch of kinds of different brushes that they have, smoke brushes, stuff like that. This one came with about 23 brushes to add different flavors. We're going to do another layer. We're going to do it right above the background layer. The background layer, we're going to make it our cloud layer. This is where we're going to add some texture into our project. We're going to go up into the filters once again. And we're going to go down to render and clouds. Looks pretty cool. Gives it a little bit more of a smoke look, but it looks a little too busy for us. As you see, you have your black and white background and foreground, so everything is going to be a basis of black and white, which you can change later on using your hue and saturation applications. We're going to go down into color dodge. With color dodge, we're going to change the color a little bit. We're also going to take away some of the darkness that we see in there. We're going to go into our brushes. We're going to go ahead and get a big, nice, soft brush. And once we do that, that is too big. We're going to go size it down a little bit, bring it down, and we're going to just take away some of that darkness. This is going to help with the illusion of it being smoky, airy, if you will, and nice and light. Give it a whole different kind of meaning to smoke. This kind of font and this kind of background would be really good if you're going with maybe an anti-smoking campaign, or maybe if you're trying to talk about the dangers of forest fires and the such. And you're just going to kind of squiggle around, move around, kind of get some of that darkness out of there. I think it looks pretty good. Looks alright. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to go into our brushes. In our brushes layer, we're going to add actual smoke coming off of the letter smoke. We're going to go into a color dodge. This is also going to eliminate some of the background, stuff like that. And this is where we get to start playing with those really cool brushes that we downloaded from QBrushes. Here you can add smoke here and drag it around. If it's too light or not bright enough for you, go over it, and that will brighten it up a little bit more, make more of a smoke illusion to it. And do it from each side just to give that look that the whole letter is smoking and really emphasize smoke. You can switch it up so you have different styles of smoke, because as most of us know, smoke doesn't come out in one way. It's not just a straight up stream. Sometimes it just goes wherever it wants to go. So that's what we're going to do with this. We're going to make it more feel real, if you will, a more smoke-like texture to your project. You just play around and make sure you also get like the different backgrounds on that. With your different backgrounds, bring it down. You can have make sure that you're really bringing in the different kinds of smoke textures and layers, and do the whole canvas. That way you really kind of switch it up. You got different things going on there, different things where your eyes can look and appeal to. And when you start doing that, you can play with your hue saturations, your drop shadows, add different kinds of things. Take away the background, see what it looks with it, see what it looks without it. You can have all kinds of different things with it. The smoke texture, you can add in different things. You can make all kinds of amazing projects with this. And this is a good way to use smoke. Go down to QBrushes, download different kinds of brushes, things you can play with. You can bring down opacity, you can change hue and saturation. Just anything that you really want to do changes up the project. Add all kinds of brush strokes and all that. Well, this is how you make a smoke text. I hope you enjoyed my tutorial. Tune in for more. Thank you.